Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be talking about, as you can see on my screen, the United States Coast Guard. The reason why I'm going to be talking about the United States Coast Guard today is that the United States Coast Guard, often abbreviated to the USCG, is the Maritime Security, Search and Rescue, Law Enforcement branch of the United States military. The main job of the U.S. Coast Guard is mainly to be the police of the U.S. border and the U.S. coast. And in some instances, they can be used with the Navy if we go into war at all. The U.S. Coast Guard is is the largest Coast Guard in the world, and often rivals most of the sizes of many other navies in the world. They are very powerful as well. They have a troop count of a little bit over 40,000 troops, and that's active duty, with 7,700 reserve duties and about 21,000 auxiliary, which means they are people that have volunteered to join the Coast Guards and they're not binded by a contract. And they have around 8,577 civilian personnel, which is people that just do jobs for the Coast Guard. And altogether, that's a total around 8,700 troops, or 87,500 troops. The Coast Guard has the exact same pay grades, ranks, and everything of the Navy, as you can see by here in my photo. And the ranks go from O1 to O10, which is officer, and E1 to E10, which is enlisted. Here's some pictures of their ranks. The Coast Guard was first created in 1790, and they were first called the Revenue Marines. And as time passed, they decided to change them to the Coast Guard as of 1915. And this is what their old thing used to look like back in the 1790s. The USCG, or U.S. Coast Guard, it has about 1,650 boats that are under 65 feet long, or 20 meters long, and they are used to operate near shore most of the time. These boats consist of lifeboats, pursuit boats, navigation boats, and security transport boats, as you can see here in these photos. And they mainly take care of the borders and anything that happens on our coast. They also operate these other ships called cutters, and they have around 243 of these cutters. Cutters stands for vessels that are over 65 feet long or over 20 meters long. The largest cutter that the U.S. Coast Guard has is called the Legend class, and it's the largest one, as I said before, with its size being 418 feet or 127 meters long. And this is a picture of it. The other cutters that are used are polar class icebreaker cutters, and they are used in cold environments to break through ice to get whatever they need to do that their job is assigned to. I did not have any pictures of it, and I am sorry. What's very surprising is that the U.S. Coast Guard operates some aircrafts, like basically every other branch has aircrafts. And they have approximately 201 aircrafts, which are stationed in around 24 different Coast Guard air stations, which are located in the United States, including Alaska and Hawaii, as well as some of them being in Puerto Rico. And they are mainly bases that used to belong to the Navy or the Air Force. The airships consist of the C-37A and B class, and here are the pictures. Here's one picture of them, and they are both jets. They also have helicopters, which consist of the MH-60T Joyhawk and the MH-65E Dolphin. And I don't have any pictures of those helicopters. I'm very sorry. The U.S. Coast Guard has basic training, just like every other Navy branch or every other military branch, and their training is located in Cape May, New Jersey. And here's a picture of their base and a picture of where Cape May is. And it lasts for around 8 weeks long, and it teaches the recruits mainly about Coast Guard history, seamanship, firefighting, damage control, and first aid. That's all I have for today.